Okay, I'll start. I'll start working with the file and list in a file. Okay, guys. I hope that you can still remember that we have many method to work with the file. So today I will show you how can we work with the file with the list. Okay. I will upload the file pm2.5.csv, and I'll show you the content of this file using the commands in Unix, that is more pm2.5 pm2.5.csv. Okay, this one is the way that you can use the commands if you use this this style. You can execute the Unix commands that run on the VM. Okay. Uh, you can watch more using the enter. Okay. And if you want to quit, just press Q. Okay. This is the content of our data. So the first line is DT and PM. This is the data of the PM2.5 that I collected from the our official censor of Thai government. This one is the date and time separated by a comma, and this is the values of the PM2.5 at that time. So you can see that here this is 2018 on December the 1st, and at midnight the value is 42. So now we will read. I hope that you can still remember that we have some idea that you can open the file, right? You can use the option read, or you can omit this one because this is the default values. And for line in file, I hope that you can still remember, right? And print line and end with the empty string. And finally, file close. You will see the result like this. This is the way that you can process the file. You can print all elements here. Okay, so once you can do it, now I will show you how can we work with another way. We will read all lines and store it in a line. Read all lines and store it in the list. So you can work with that list much easier. Okay, look at this. I will use the lines variable to store the all lines in this file. Let's run this one, and you can close the file. I'll close it, and then sorry, and then I can use all function in the list for the list to execute and get a lot of things. You can see that there are 1,315 lines. You can check the last line. This one, this is the last line, right? This is the values of the last line, and this is the values of the first line. Can you see? Sorry, lines. This is the values of the first line. Okay. This is DT and PM, right? So actually it's not. It's the header, is not the data. So you can pop it out. Pop 0. Can you remember? We can pop the data out, right? And then once you pop it out, you can check that how about the first line? So now it is removed, right? Right. Okay. Okay, guys. Now you can process a lot of things from here. For example, because all elements are put in the list already. So, for example, if I want to get all PM values, you can do it like this. At first, I will cut the line here. For each line, I will split it, and our data is in the second parameter, right? So if I refer to the second parameter, it should be like this. Oh, sorry. The split using the comma first. It should show 32. Okay. And you can transform it using the int. Okay. So can you remember now we have lines, and for line 0, for each line, it contains the date time and the values of the PM 2.5 that once you split it and get the index 1, that is you get the second parameter, you will get the PM 2.5 values. Okay, guys, how can you get all values and store in one list? Can you do it? Okay, I will store it in PM values. Okay, and I will read all lines. For line in lines, I will split it using comma and get the first one, and then if you think that the backslash n is not too good, it is not good, just strip it and let's check the result. Sorry. This is the PM values. And you can see that there are some values that are the hyphen. Okay, so I'll remove this one also. If hyphen not in line, so I won't store the hyphen, the value that is a hyphen. I won't store it in the PM values. Let's execute and check that. Okay. Oh, sorry. Because there is some hyphen in the date time also, so we have to use the second parameter, line.split, and get the second parameter, hyphen not in the values of PM 2.5. Okay, I'd like to close that one first. So once you execute this one, okay, please wait for a while. Okay, it's running, and check that is it correct. Yes, now all hyphen is removed. Okay, so that's all. Now if you want to store it using an integer, you can use it like this and check the result. Okay, now so all values are correct, right? Okay, and this is a list of the PM2.5. So you can do a lot of things like you can use the sum here. Oh, sorry, uh, using sum. I'm very sorry. This is sum, and you can divide it by length of PM values. So you will get the average of the PM, and you can get the max of PM also. Max and min should be these values. Okay, I hope that you can see that once you can convert everything in a list, is work well, right? Okay, so now I think you can do a lot of things, like for example you can store it in a list as a list of lists, and you can sort it using the values of the PM. Okay, I hope that you can do it. um, for example, for example, I will I will store it using the one that I told you. If you want to do it by yourself, you can pause the video, but this time I'll show how can we work with that. Okay, we will split the values, line split, and this one, and I'll, because it is a list, so I think that's all. If you want to strip it, if you don't want the new line, you can strip it first. For line in lines. Let's check what is the result of all values. Okay, so you have a list of lists, and I would like to change these values into an integer. Can you do that? I will create using the list comprehension. This is the DT, right? And this is the PM, right? So for DT and PM in lines, in all values. Okay, so I'll change it into int first. Okay, there's some hyphen. If you don't want the hyphen one, so you can if hyphen not in PM. And now you can show the values here. Okay, that's all. And now if you want to sort it using the PM, I hope that you can still remember that once we want to sort the data, if you want to sort the data, you have to move it to the first element, right? So now I will swap it. Okay, so I will swap it, so it will be the list of list, but this time I will swap PM to the first one for each DT and PM in all values. Okay, so let's check the result. Okay, and then now you got it. So I will sort these values. If you want to sort it, you want to sort the data, it should be like this. Yeah, this is from low to high, right? If you want to sort it from high to low, how can you do it? Reverse, right? Is true. And because this is a list, so if you want a slice like this, it will show just only 10 elements, the first 10 elements, because we slide this from the start to the end, right? And this is the values of sort is the list, so you can slide it also. Okay, please wait. Okay, this is the first 10 elements that has the highest PM values, and this is the time. I hope that you can get the data. How can we work? What can we work with the file using the list? This is interesting, right? Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoy this video clips. See you.